New Zealand is an island country separated by two islands, the north and the south, with its capital at Wellington. It's also very infested with sheep, and probably around some couple million years ago, New Zealand could have been a ginormous continent that has currently sunk into the ocean. Anyways, to the history. It wasn't about to 1280 to 1300 when the Polynesian Maori people started visiting the island. And first person to step on the island is the legendary Guppy. I am definitely not pronouncing these right, so I'm sorry. He was claimed to be the first person to ever step on the island of New Zealand. And then the Maori people were basically left uncontacted until the Dutch came along, and this guy named Abel came around. He lived in New Zealand. He said it was pretty good, but then he left soon after. It wasn't until James Cook, British guy, came around. He was the first person to map it, and the Maori people were also given muskets, and they fought in the musket wars. And now, after this, the population began to decrease until the British. The British came and colonized New Zealand. It was actually part of the the colony of New South Wales, which is basically part of Australia now. Until in 1890 or 1841 is when New Zealand became its own colony. In 1891, the Liberal Party came into play and was basically the biggest party in New Zealand at the time. In 1907, Edward VII of England, or Britain, officially made New Zealand a dominion. And it got this new flag, which is still used today. And New Zealand fought in the 12 World Wars, fighting in World War I probably against the Germans. And then World War II against, They also gained these new territories, so it's Tokalo and Niue. And they also had sovereignty over the Cook Islands, but they're kind of doing their own thing. And anyways, New Zealand's economy decreased, so they established a new welfare state and a more protectionist economy. And the Maori people at this time started moving from their rural areas to find work in the big cities like Auckland or Wellington. And after some more protests began, afterwards, then we have the foreshore and seabed controversy in the 2000s. New Zealand now is full of kakapos, kiwis, laser kiwis. Australia and New Zealand are good chums, and that's pretty much all.